Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be another Canadian Soldier Reacts video, and today we're going to be looking at Civilians to Soldiers by BBC Newsbeat. So I'm guessing this is going to be basic training or boot camp. And right off the bat, I love the warning. So this, I'm guessing this was on BBC television, and this video contains strong language from the start. I love it.
Each year, around 13,000 young people join the British Army.
Stop feeling fucking sorry for yourself! Get a grip of your shit carcass and get up this fucking hill! Right now!
Oh my god. Okay, so maybe it's just all of the videos that I've been watching recently that are by, you know, like Business Week and propaganda videos put out by the American Army and the Canadian Army themselves. But it's refreshing to see a guy that's yelling at them to get their fucking shit together. Because that's what happens. Like, all of this nicey, froofy stuff, it doesn't happen. Or at least it didn't when I was in.
They'll work in a variety of jobs: chefs, drivers, medics.
I've only been here a day, I'm with Mum already.
Ooh, nice makeup. I guess it's first day,
Probably
right?
going in.
But first, each of them must train to be a soldier. It's a tough process,
Stand up, dude.
and not everyone will make it.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be that guy.
This far, I'm here, and it's like I don't even know if I actually want to be here.
Over 14 weeks, we follow some of the Army's newest recruits
Yeah, there was a lot of
The
that.
mental robustness of the certain individuals is not there.
on their journey from civilians
And that's important.
to soldiers.
Yes, got something! Jump for something! Let's go!
No, I think they just flipped over a guy who might have had an IED, like a grenade underneath them. That's a common trick.
For around 100 young recruits, it's their first day in the British Army.
So 100 recruits. So I went to Cornwallis in 1987. Canadian Forces Recruit School, Cornwallis. And we were in H huts, double stacked H huts. There were 30-ish to a wing. So we had 120 people too. So it's about on par.
Young man, do your top button up. All right,
There
do your
were
tie up
women,
to the
but I
top.
don't think they were in our
Good
barrack
job,
block.
interview.
I think
Let's
they were in
look
the
as
next
smart as
barrack block
possible,
over.
It's a bit of a shock capture. They're all over the place. You don't really know what's going on. You could literally see anything to them.
Oh, okay. So corporal, a corporal in the British forces is not the same as a corporal in the U.S. Army or the Canadian Army. So a corporal in the British forces is the lowest level of combat commander, would command a section. That would be equivalent to a master corporal in Canada or a three-hook sergeant in the United States. Before corporal, there is a lance corporal. The lance corporal is what would be equivalent to what I would know as a corporal. So these are generally going to be the people, the corporals are generally going to be the people that are leading the training here.
And they'll just be like that.
Normally within the first 2-3 days you can tell.
Whoa. Okay. So this guy has got a maroon beret, so I'm guessing that he's a paratrooper of some sort, if it's the same as Canada and the United States. I'm not 100% sure. But the way his beret is formed is weird. Like it's pulled down over his eyes. We would have gotten a lot of trouble for that.
Tell who's going to be hard work and who's going to be a real good guy.
Oh, he's a
You
corporal.
see guys who've come from all walks of life, they really want to be here, they're keen as mustard, and then you get other guys who are a bit like, I'm not sure, I don't know.
Yeah,
Everyone wants.
I
to
mean,
go
you can
in.
instill that in them.
Dad. My brother's been in for like 4 years now, so he kind of like inspired me to go in. It's game pretty hard. I've heard that a lot of people have told me that the game breaking and that.
All right, is anybody else having trouble understanding what she's saying? Her words are all kind of muddled to me. It's almost like she's speaking a different language.
But so, I'm just going to try my best.
It's the last time they'll see their families for 4 weeks. And after the emotional
That's a lot of
goodbyes,
luggage.
it's straight to business.
Oh, that's a lot of luggage. So maybe it's just that I knew more going into basic training because I had just done 6 months of reserve training. I'd basically done like the reserve version of basic. It was a 12 or 16 week course over the summer before I went to actual basic. But I knew that when I got to Cornwallis, I was going to get issued all my kit. So I don't think I took as much because everything that you see these people carrying here, that's all going to get put into storage. They're not going to be able to touch it. Maybe on weekends or something, but that's it.
Okay, and trainers.
If they get time off.
With all your paperwork. Make sure you've got no earrings in. Take that makeup off your face. You've got 2 minutes. Go.
Oh, so a couple of things. First of all, she was being reasonably calm with them, but the second thing, she started giving them timings. So this is really important. She said, "You've got 2 minutes. Go." And then we would get timed on that, and if we didn't meet the 2 minutes, there was punishment.
Over the next 14 weeks, the new recruits will be pushed to their limits. But the
14
first
weeks?
endurance challenge is admin.
Those almost look like flight suits. Either that or... Yeah, because I don't think coveralls had those cinch straps. I'm not sure. British.
Before you come back in, you swear your oath of allegiance to the Queen, heirs and successors, and you're in the British Army. If you don't want to sign, you speak to myself, and we'll get you away. Easy as that.
Yeah, get out.
Can you please put your hands up if you don't want to attest today? Anyone?
Wow, they're being
Right,
nice.
so you're telling me in front of me I have a whole group of incredibly motivated, committed people, yes? Yes. Good, good, good. Everyone stand up, please. The oath. I say your name. Repeat after me. Swear by Almighty God. Swear by Almighty God. This I will be faithful
Yeah, they haven't
bear
learned
true
how to march
allegiance
yet.
Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II.
So this was a couple of years ago.
I've always been a little shit at school and things. I needed a fresh start.
17?
I'm quite fit,
Holy crap.
So I feel like a good opportunity.
And that I will, as duty bound, honestly and faithfully defend Her Majesty.
Oh, the steam
My
line.
dad was in the army and my elder brother's in the Marines. I think mum's a bit wary.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
think
all really
we went in
supportive.
at 18, I think,
Her
not
heirs
17.
and successors. Against all enemies.
Always wanted to do it and just thought I'm not getting any younger, so I might as well do it now.
Now sign your names below. Congratulate yourselves that you have got this far. Well done. But now the hard work starts.
Yeah, no kidding. Ooh, so,
Just working in a bar,
So not a career.
bar on the Funky Street now. I think I'm just for a couple of years part-time. Moved to full-time in the past 6. Been down to
well, I'm glad they're
part-time
putting
for
the...
done my training and stuff.
I used to work for a bank. I wanted to join the army ever since I left school, really. And I've really enjoyed
some of them are really hard to understand.
And a lot of
Whoa.
paperwork to get out of them. I've got a tattoo on the small of my neck here.
Why'd you have it done?
I was stupid at 18.
It's going to be a tense few days for Oliver.
I mean, tattoos aren't really much of a problem in the military. I know a bunch of guys that have neck tattoos.
As he waits to hear whether his tattoo breaks army rules.
Oh, look at that guy. He's got a full
During the rest
sleeve.
of week 1, the recruits get their
Granted,
first
it's
taste
under
of
his
army
shirt, but
fitness,
still.
including a series of tests that they must complete before they can pass out of training.
It made me go dizzy and everything. I didn't like that. I couldn't get the technique properly, but let me practice.
She sounds depressed.
It's going to get harder, obviously, but I won't give up. I'm worried about the PTE. I'm going to stick at it. I'm going to try anyway. Even if it does break me, I'll just...
Yeah, at this point, it's just evaluations. You're not testing anybody.
Lift! Come on, have a dig deep again now. Keep your head up.
I was a bit annoyed because I didn't get the weight that I want to get for my regiment.
Stay where you are, Robert.
What do you need to lift?
20 kilogram each jerry can for 150 metres. And I got two.
Yeah, so this is important too, right? It's important to succeed. Oh! I heard 1, 2, 3, 1.
Push down that way then, aren't you? If the rank's here, push that way. It is just the basics today. Ladies, listen to me. Push this way.
Whoa. Okay, that had to have been an officer, because if it was a corporal, it would not have been, ladies, listen to me, push this way. It would have been, get your fucking asses in gear. Okay, so I've said this on another video. In Canada, what you just heard there, 1, 2, 3, 1, that was drilled into us from our very, very first drill session, and I can still recite that cadence in my sleep. It's nice to know that the British Army does the same thing too. And you notice they're picking their knees up parallel, and when they drive it down, you hear that clack. So they're very similar to the Canadian Army.
Bending at the hips.
Yeah, yeah, that happens. Oh, arms swinging around too.
Trying to get them to put one foot in front of the other.
Hold on one sec. So,
What was that? Louder.
right there. So, I've talked about this in other videos. What that gentleman there has, I don't know whether he's a corporal or a sergeant. That's called a pace stick. And that can be set to 20, well, really anything, but generally 28, 33, and 36 inches, I think, are the different paces, if I remember correctly. And that's used to essentially to measure drill. That's used to measure a pace. So how far your feet move, depending on what the situation is. In Canada, the warrants and sergeants do pace stick competitions, drill competitions with the pace sticks, and man, is it some impressive stuff that these guys do.
Trying to get them to put one foot in front of the other is a little bit hard at the minute, but they are getting there.
Yeah, they're learning. Yeah, they've got it open because they're going to be using that to check. Oh, ouch.
As week 1 comes to an end, there's already some bad news for one recruit.
A bit gutted, but you know, that's life, and I'll just come back and do it again. I'll just get it removed as soon as I get home. Speak to my tattooist. He does lasering, so I'll give him a call as soon as I get home.
Kind of weird, but he's got a good attitude.
Recruits, each day brings a packed schedule.
Are you missing, Kane?
I'm missing a fleece corporal.
Where's your fleece gone?
I must have a locker corporal.
I beg your pardon?
I must have a locker corporal.
Why is a military kit in your civilian locker? Why?
Never had time to fold the corporal.
Because you never had time to fold it, so you thought, oh fuck it, I'll mug her off.
Oh.
The drama is, I'm asking them to do
Ouch.
simple things like make the bed, put laundry in, make sure you fill in your diaries.
Yeah, so the first few days are going to be tough. The ones like I had a guy like that once too. The guy who couldn't fold his fleece, so he put it in his civilian locker. First of all, why they've got access to their civilian lockers, I don't know, but that's dishonest. And I would have gotten upset at a troop for doing that. And yes, they're asking them to do pretty simple things at this point, and they're failing to do them, but that's kind of normal. But you still gotta really punish them for it. Like, they have to understand that this stuff is important. Otherwise, they're never gonna change. I had one once. So we were actually in modular tents. We were in Meaford, I want to say 96 maybe? 96 or 97, I can't remember. And I was inspecting these guys, and one of them didn't have a canteen cup. So I asked him where his canteen cup was, and he said he didn't have it. Yeah, he said he wasn't issued one. And I knew that was a lie right off the bat. So I went looking for it. And he had hidden it in between the liner and the tent wall. And the reason that he had done that was because we had been out in the field the day before, and he had been cooking in his canteen cup, which is fine. We all do it. With sterno, though. I don't know if you've ever used sterno, but it's basically burning plastic. And it leaves this black plastic film on the bottom of your canteen cup. So it was absolutely filthy. And he hadn't cleaned it. But rather than either take the time to clean it or take the punishment, he chose to hide it and lie about it. And that didn't go over well with me.
Seriously, I asked you to do one fucking thing, and it was do that fucking list on the board that I had the kindness to fucking write on there for you.
Okay, revise map reading and skills. Block jobs to a high standard. Lockers, room inspection at 7:30. Best books, diaries, helmets. Tape all, I don't know what, straps on everything. Okay. Order helmet. Yeah, okay. So this is pretty normal stuff. And this comes back to attention to detail and exacting standards, right? Now, obviously, they're at the beginning. They're going to get this stuff wrong. They're not going to understand why it's important. What he's doing right now is he's instilling in them the need to be exacting.
That's it, girls! Right now, you've got me fucking raging!
They're choosing not to do that. They're choosing to spend their whole time down the naffy, eating pizzas, watching films.
Mr. Fucking Nice Guy is not coming back!
So, another story. So I was on my 6A. That's the Section Commander's Leadership course. And I think we were almost a week or maybe even a full week in. And they were being really nice to us. And we couldn't understand why. Now, granted, we were all still trying our absolute best. This is the leadership course, so it's a pressure course, but we were all, 4+ years in the military at this point. So we knew what we were doing, or we damn well should have known what we were doing. So there was no excuse for us not being able to meet the military standard. And we were doing our best to do that. But they were being really nice to us. And it was freaking us out. And then one of the guys in my room, his name was Clyde, he says to the Master Corporal, he says, when's the hammer... Or no, the Master Corporal asked if there were any questions at one point. We had a gathering. And he pipes up and he says, when's the hammer going to drop? And I swear to God, everybody in the room wanted to punch him. Because nobody wanted the hammer to drop.
There's a fleece missing, there should be 2 fleeces there. But as I came in this morning, I realised that the 2 of them weren't matching. So whenever time we make the 2 of them match, I've took it out.
Next, a skill at arms lesson.
Oh, that's the SA-80. British bullpup. Nice little weapon, fired it.
Gym for battle physical training. But having injured her knee on a run earlier in the week, Becky is unable to take part.
Right, it's took me 2 years to get where I am now, and I've got this far, and I'm here, and it's like, I don't even know if I actually want to be here.
Yeah, that's not good.
But then I do want to go in and then, let other people down, but I do want to stay here for, their sake, if you get me.
After a quick bit of food at the Scoff House and having failed their
pretty
inspections this morning, the recruits don't have long before a re-inspection.
Failed inspection.
Who's been kissing the bloody mirrors? Someone's taking a piss, aren't they?
Oh, man.
And the corporals
Somebody's
have got
trying
rid
to
of
get them in
Facebook
shit.
messages being sent between the male and female troops.
Oh, no.
4, 3.
Yeah, so that was, you remember I said earlier they're given timings. That girl gave him 2 minutes earlier. He's counting down, and anybody who's not there after he gets to 1 is in shit, which is cool. And he's calling them out so he can give them shit for texting the girls, which is not allowed. So you don't want to be late to getting shit. And I'm just looking over here. It's just funny that I stopped it because I would have missed this if it wasn't there. That's a figure 11 target. So there's 2 main types of targets that we shoot at in Canada. This is the figure 11. It's the long one. And then the figure 12 target is basically just like from the head up, or the shoulder, head and shoulders up. Anyway.
Or haven't been hoovered. But we can find time to fraternize with the female troop. You were told no fraternization.
Wow, he's being nice.
Because it would bring the army in disrepute. We got our ass chewed by the troop sergeant because of you lot.
So you're fucking very out. Starting to do my nutting.
Now her I like. So I'm guessing he's a section commander, she's the 2IC, because that's more the dynamic that would happen, right? He's being slightly calmer, slightly nicer, and she's the disciplinarian. Sort the fucking beret out. I love it. Man.
In there now and looking around, there's 100% improvement from when I went in earlier.
Oh my god, I can't get over his beret. It's
That's not me being a
weird.
knob. That is me making them work as a team and making them realise how good they can be. Right.
Yeah.
About an inch of dust all the way along the back of the skirting board. That's the best I've ever seen on a secondary show, ever.
That's good.
After a tough week of training, the female troop have been rewarded with a trip to the Tower of London.
Oh my god,
Week
it was so
3?
nice to just wake up.
No,
and
we
be
didn't get out
normal.
after week
I
3.
feel like I'm being dressed up for a wedding, even though I used to get up and get like this every day.
We got a weekend
I
on
did it so
base
far.
after week 3.
The last couple of days like were putting me down through like my knee injury and that. It just, I don't know, it made me, I don't know, I was just having a few couple of days like where I thought, I don't know if it's for me, but again, well, these last couple of days I've woke up feeling different again.
Man, I'm still having a hard
And the
time
respirator
understanding her.
confidence test is a rite of passage
Oh,
for all
ah.
recruits.
I am 302.
Open your eyes!
4477, recruit Abbott.
Yeah, so this is the gas hut. We did the same thing. So we used CS gas, and they put it on they had a little hot plate, a 2-burner stove, and they put a little frying pan in there, and then they dumped this stuff in there, and then they burned it, and it gassed up into the hut. And we would go in, just like they did, and you'd have to take off your gas mask and recite that whole long thing, whatever the heck it was. And then we'd have to do jumping jacks, and then leave. And it was, it was, I'll say, eye-opening.
The recruits get 2 weeks off for summer leave, but after a
the
fortnight
hell?
unwinding, it's straight back to army life.
At the double! Advance!
Yeah, so this has got to be their first training, because he's all hunched over like that. That's really weird. And the aggression is not there yet.
With varying levels of enthusiasm.
On guard!
Yeah, she's not into
Where's
it.
your fucking aggression, girls?
I think it's just the shock of coming back and getting used to getting into it again.
Advance!
It sort of teaches them how
Yeah, no aggression
control
there.
aggression.
There you go.
We might have to do it one day, so it also puts a bit of realism into it as well.
One pace left!
Dreading it. And I'm really tired, but it should be fun.
You're tired the entire time. Holy crap.
The recruits are arriving on site for their first exercise, but Becky's knee injury means she can't take part.
Holy crap.
I just feel dead depressed.
I don't know why she's still there.
Well, that's the first, it wasn't even that knee.
What is she,
feel
week
like I'm
4?
letting these people down, man.
So who do you think you're letting down?
The girls, the sergeant. And then if I get back to it, then I'll probably just DOR and try again in the next couple of years. I don't know what I want to do.
After a quick
Get
demo
aggressive.
to show
That's
how
what you're gonna do.
dangerous even blank ammunition can be without the proper safety attachment on their rifles, it's straight to work building
Oh, it's
their
still
base for
black
the next
powder.
2 nights.
We're just making a hole basically to sit in when we've got stag, which is when we're just on lookout to make sure no
I
one's
think she called it stand.
intruding
That's
on
stand
the
2,
harbour area, which
really.
is just where we all sleep and all our kit is.
There's 3 people on stag all the time, and
stag.
Like you just keep watch of your side, kind of thing. If anything happens, let everyone know. But yeah, it's just pretty much sitting here until someone comes here and replaces.
Yeah, and the instructors will
hellish, to be honest.
test you.
Trying to keep yourself warm, trying to keep yourself full of energy, because obviously when your energy levels drop, then obviously yourself
Wow, that's
motivation, so obviously that goes at the same
we had to
time
go down
that
5 feet.
everything else goes, so that is physically demanding, and imagine we'll have another task ahead of us. So
those look like IMPs or
This is the first
MREs.
time they've been in the field properly. They've built up the defensive position, and each access point has got a sentry location. I think it was a bit of a shock to the systems for most of them, but they'll get there in the end.
Sentry duty continues on a rota throughout the night before a rude awakening in the morning.
Get that fucking faggot up there now! Start looking out the fucking enemy position! Fucking stand too! And you're fucking fanning on!
Oh, she missed
Did you order
stand
this
2?
Yeah, but I washed it off.
You washed it off after.
No, I brushed it off after.
Dominic, did you oil your weapon?
Some of it, Sergeant.
Dominic, did you oil your weapon?
Some of it.
Which bit?
The bolt and the spring.
He looks like he's about to have a brain aneurysm. I'm guessing she just lied to him, and he's trying to decide how angry to be.
No, you didn't.
No.
I sprayed it.
It's
Whoa,
the female
man.
troop's turn for the respirator
I wanted to see an
confidence
explosion.
Like, as soon as like you remove your gas mask, it lit my eyes. So
I'm guessing the only reason that he didn't explode is because the camera was there.
it was just like an instant like trying to close them, but then you have to open them to make eye contact with your corporal.
I am 301338. Recruit you as a aspirant to join the Royal
Yeah,
Canadian
it's not easy to do that.
Corporal. Straight right, Corporal.
Oh! Can you see shit?
That's alright, come towards me.
Oh!
Yeah, they didn't get a good dose, though.
Oh,
We've seen in the videos before, you get a real good dose, you got
Stevie
snot
picked up a
3
toe
miles
injury
long.
on exercise, and now both her and Becky are in the medical centre.
We feel a bit better about it because we're together.
Becky's in the medical center again.
If she wasn't there, I think, if I wasn't there and she wasn't there, I think we would have both considered leaving. If that makes sense. It's just nice having someone there that I know.
Injuries happen fairly often in training, and Courtney has experienced how hard it can be.
I got to week 4 of training, ended up with pain in my back, went to the doctor. She said that I had an abscess. It turned out I had to have surgery, and I put back to week 1 in troop, so that was hard.
Soon after Becky decided to leave the army, Stevie will now have to continue her training with a different troop.
Yeah, well,
The rest
I
of
could
the
see
recruits
that
are in
coming.
Belgium, taking part in a service at the Melon Gate.
That's interesting. They're in civvies.
You are my friends if you do what I command. I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends, for everything that I have learned from my father, I have made known to you.
We were in uniform when we
So
did
to
it.
see what our ancestors did in the job that we are and how much it's changed through the years and
Oh, God.
and everything. And if we were in those days, what we would have had to do and everything.
Is
Yeah,
it
it's been really interesting.
Trench warfare? Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Back in
That was
Purbright,
not a
the
bad
recruits
shot.
are practicing on the
Oh.
ranges with live
Oh,
rounds.
they're only at 50 meters, though, so.
I do enjoy the ranges.
Hold on one sec. I'm going back.
I do enjoy the range.
Back in Purbright, the recruits are practicing on the ranges with live rounds.
With live rounds? What else are they going to practice on the ranges with? Oh, man. Civvies are stupid sometimes.
I do enjoy the ranges, but it's just when you're firing, it's not. It's hitting you in the eye.
Oh,
Courtney's
Muffin.
shots are closely enough grouped to pass.
It's
But
not
the looming
terrible. They're only at
inspection
50
might be
meters,
less
though.
straightforward.
Sergeant, I am 30228013. Recruit Byra, Spanish join the Royal Signals as Communication Systems Operator Sergeant.
Morning, Byron.
Morning, Sergeant.
Who is the officer commanding Con Squadron?
The officer commanding is Lieutenant.
Oh, there's the camera right there.
Husey, what is a resonant antenna? No, I'm only joking. How's it going, driver?
Thank you, Sergeant.
I'm not going to ask you any questions because you'll know, won't you? Hopefully. Who's the Regimental 2IC then, driver?
There it is, Sergeant.
Oh. Girls, not a bad effort. These personalities, you need to get them nailed because come next week, the OC will be asking you.
Yeah, you can see a marked difference between the way the sergeants are acting and then the way the corporals are acting. Because the sergeants are afforded that luxury to be nicer. The corporals are not. The corporals have to be the disciplinarians.
And the only person who's going to look silly is you when you stand there and go, I don't know.
Whilst that was just a practice, their drill test is very real.
You're looking really smart.
Thank you, ma'am.
Really well done. What size are your feet?
These are size 5, ma'am.
Oh, that's... I think that was a major.
They must
Okay.
pass.
That's interesting. So the change step in Canada, the cadence is the same, but they can't their foot when they do the stamp. We don't do that. That looks a little weird.
To progress with their training.
Different, I
They've
guess.
put in a lot of hard work. The training team have put a lot of hard work into them. So yeah, I'm pleased with today. So far, so good.
Oh yeah. So the major is going to be the OC, or the officer commanding of the company. So she's basically in charge of 3 or 4 platoons, probably. And this, around week 7, was week 7 or 8 that we did our drill test and we did our saluting test. And we didn't get our cap badges until then. Until we passed our drill and saluting tests, our berets had nothing on them.
Stop feeling fucking sorry for yourself. Get a grip of your shit carcass.
Okay, so this would be week 7 or 8.
Right now.
Just a few hundred metres into a 5-kilometre tab through the woods, Courtney has fallen over. The
Why?
rest of the troop carry on.
Come on, Hughes, good girl.
Despite wanting to catch up, she's banged her head.
Yeah.
So Courtney will be taken straight to the medical
See,
centre.
the problem with this is there are some people that it's real and some people that it's not, and you can't tell the difference. And if you try to push people when it's real, that's when real problems happen. Like there have been incidents where real problems have happened.
For a checkup. She's given the all clear a bit later, but the others have failed to impress.
The girls put in the most atrocious performance I've ever seen in my army career. The
Wow.
mental robustness of the certain individuals is not there, and at the end of the day, you're starting to see who wants to be and who doesn't. And
Yeah.
majority of them.
He's right. A lot of it is mental at this point, because by this point, 8 weeks in, you've had the physical training that you need in order to get up to the standard that they want. Like, the standard that they want is not all that high at this point. So it's a lot of it's in your head. Do you want to put in that effort or not? Because there's effort involved.
Can't be asked.
Major Kent is the squadron's officer commanding.
Good morning.
She's the most senior officer that the recruits will be inspected by.
Good morning.
Oh.
Yes, please do, Corporal Thompson. That'd be lovely. Thank you very much. Chill out.
That's fine.
Right, please follow out and follow me around.
Wow, she's bright.
Good looking locker. How are you finding things?
Good, ma'am. I enjoy it, ma'am.
All of it?
Yes, ma'am.
Worst part?
I'm not sure, ma'am.
What have you done to him? You're not supposed to like it all.
It's all a learning curve, ma'am.
Exactly. Have you programmed him? Yeah. Who are these people?
Oh, wow. That's a little more familiar than I would like out of the OC, to be honest.
And family photo there. Are they coming down for Family's Day? Yes, ma'am. They'll be here on Thursday. Fantastic.
I mean, the higher up that you get,
inspections have
the
been
more
building up to passing
genial
this
you
one,
can be.
and for most of the recruits, all goes well.
Good. Well, let's see what's going on when they're here then.
But she's a little more familiar than I would like.
Concerns about Liam.
He's been falling short. He's been spoken to numerous times.
Have I told you to brief the guys up about Sentry?
No, it just goes without
No,
asking.
listen.
But he takes it on and then doesn't make the appropriate adjustments.
At the halfway point in training, it's Family's Day.
We're very proud of her. It's been a long time coming. We've been training for a good 18 months, 12 months before she started here, just trying to get her weight down and building herself up, pushing her.
Huh.
She's been crying, I've had her crying, running, we've been running.
I'm just immensely proud, you know.
Yes, very proud,
just, yeah. I can't believe, he even looks taller.
It's also the day
It's the
recruits
boots.
get presented with the cap badge for the regiment they're aspiring to join.
I did 25 years
Okay,
in
when
now.
we got our cap badges, we literally just got our cap badges. He's giving them whole new berets. That's really weird. I'm guessing it's the way that they're pinned on or something. Because we had to form our berets, right? By this point, our berets, we've been working on them for weeks. Getting a whole new beret, weird.
I know what she's going through because I've been there. So yeah, we can give it, I can give her a bit more support than Mum because I've been there and done it.
But as the recruits enjoy some time with their families, Purbright is hitting the headlines.
BBC.
Newsbeat.
An investigation started in Surrey after a female army recruit collapsed and
Oh,
died
not the
during
one-
a fitness test.
Although the recruit that died, Megan Park, was in a different troop,
Okay.
and the recruits we're following
Still,
didn't know
not good.
her, the mood is somber.
Yeah, so that's why you can't... Okay, so that was week 7. That's why you can't push them, even if you think that they're lying, because if you're wrong, something bad can happen.
Training must continue.
Advance!
They're back on exercise, practicing fire and movement.
Contact front!
Having
Man, the
developed
BFAs
back
on those
pain
SA-80s,
overnight,
they're huge.
Max has been reduced to playing the part of the enemy.
Play safety catches and dress into me. It was good, gents. It was hard, it was fast. A little bit more aggression, better use of coverage. Okay, also, start moving. If you've got a stoppage or a magazine, you can do it on the move. Yeah? Makes sense?
I was on stag and then it was just agony.
Stag.
They just gave me light duties kind of thing for the day, so I'm not carrying any kit at the moment, but hopefully I'll get it back in a minute because I want to be involved with all of this.
You're on the move! Stop! Close in.
Why do you think it stopped you?
Because we stopped.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking shit. Have a fucking think about what you're doing. Come back with a better approach, otherwise it's going to be bye-bye for you.
Okay.
It's been the long.
All right. I think I'm going to stop it here because we're coming up on the 40-minute mark, so this has been a pretty long one. Just my final thoughts. Again, this is coming back to very similar to what we went through. The swearing at people, the attention to detail, all of that stuff. It's all just normal stuff. And remember, this is boot camp. So when you get out of boot camp, you're like, you're just trained enough to start your trades training, so your infantry training for us. And then when you get out of infantry training, you're just trained enough to start your actual training at battalion. So, after 13, 14 weeks, whatever this thing is, you're not going to be, a super soldier. So you have to understand that. But all in all, it looks reasonably similar to what we went through. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one. And take care.